introducing GT Thampi sir, the principal of Thadomal Shahani Engineering College in Mumbai. He holds a PhD in technology and has almost 39 years of experience. He has been honored with several national awards, including the Best Principal Award from the Institute of Engineers India and the Inspiring Leader Award from Midday India for his work on artificial intelligence for a sustainable marketplace. He has also guided 28 scholars to their PhD degree in areas like artificial intelligence, cloud computing and Industry 4.0. That is a very incredible resume that you already have. So sir, I would request you to share some insights about what we are going to be talking about today with our audience.
Say, I like to use this opportunity for eliminating misconceptions and myths about education marketplace, higher education and the fast evolving AI technology. Essentially, I should contribute to the cause of students aspiring to enroll into engineering programs all over India, and also like to sensitize various stakeholders about the possibilities and opportunities evolving in the coming years. India as a nation state is growing. We are also experiencing a product life cycle. We are growing. We are going to peak like China by another 10 years. We are offering cost and quality arbitrage to the global marketplace, essentially because our graduates are massively blessed with mathematical ability, and we are offering cost arbitrage because we are okay with slightly lesser compensation compared to even Chinese graduates. Therefore, a lot of industry is shifting back to India. So we are expected to seize the opportunity, and we can also offer a massive supply chain of human capital for global marketplace. So essentially, we are using this opportunity to sensitize a lot of people, including the regulators and political establishment, and by and large students and parents.
Perfect, very interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be very engaging to hear more about it. Thank you so much for sharing all the higher level topics that you would want to cover, and it will be lovely to deep dive in each of them. Perfect, so let's get started. So okay, I would want to understand from you sir, before we start all of this, is the background to how you got here. So your journey so far. So the first question is, can you tell us about your own journey and what made you choose the career in higher education?
So I am essentially a third generation educator, and even as a student I used to teach my colleagues, especially analytical subjects. So I thrive on teaching others, and also like to carry out information dissemination, because my perspectives are slightly different. People treat me almost like my behavior as iconoclastic. I break the normal nomenclature. Therefore, I joined education, and one of the other reason is I massively enjoy mathematics and programming. So I teach programming over a period of time, 30 years, essentially because teaching programming or learning programming takes the highest cognitive load compared to other similar subject is biochemistry. So both require a teacher, serious teacher. So I thrived on helping the learners understand the ways and means of developing programming. It's not the understanding of semantics of the program, various languages. It's all about helping them develop a competency for developing programming, which still command the highest market respect. That capability, competency is still in the offing, it's still getting recognized, even though Claude Fable 5 can give impeccable code, but teaching and learning programming is also strengthening the student who learns developing programming, coding ability, strengthens multiple mental faculty, competency in programming goes up, but then the ultimate gain is their ability to decompose the complexities of any problem at hand. Need not be for coding, for understanding, assimilating. They develop a lot of templates through coding, learning, developing competency in coding. So therefore, I undertook, and I hear Dr. Niranjan Hirandani, our president of HSNC board, and Mr. Anil Harish, trustee, Mr. Kisuman Sugani. So these people having highly democratic sense of engaging people. We won't find this kind of people in any other place. They tolerate our idiosyncrasies. They tolerate our iconoclastic behavior, trait. So therefore I thrived on this ecosystem. So never ever thought of leaving and joining some other place. Essentially because this ecosystem is massively contributing and egalitarian and democratic. So I also enjoy engaging PhD students and offering them the cutting edge technology topics. Now around 25 PhD students are working on AI driven. We are not trying to contribute to the literature of AI. We are essentially provoking people, students to understand the possibility of AI in real-time application. While carrying out all this, we realize that the limiting factor for AI becoming pervasive, ubiquitous, only if it is cost effective. If the deployment of AI system is costly than human being, then AI will have very limited opportunity in the marketplace. Only limited healthcare kind of business segment will be massively benefiting. A lot of other segment will come out because of cost involved. So we as an engineering college or similar entities or researchers in AI should come out with the new algorithms which become cost effective. This point of time, AI systems energized by language models and residing data center consumes massive energy, disproportionate energy, disproportionate water consumption. Therefore, going forward, the AI system deployment will be heavily relying on the cost effectiveness. So, Chinese blessed with like as oriental way of solving problems. So they are with the DeepSeek etc. K3, Kimi K3 etc. They are also advocating for open weight models. So that Occidental way of American, European way of doing things is slightly different. That consumes more energy and this higher time complexity, their algorithms. Chinese and Indians ought to be Orientalists. We are blessed with little frugal engineering, naturally, genetically blessed with. Therefore, ultimate analysis, another 5 years we will be, overtaking the whole global AI marketplace.
Absolutely, that's right. And while you were sharing about this, one thing that kept coming into my mind again and again was, while you have seen like these decades of things changing, what's that one moment that was a turning point in your life?
So turning point is Nescape, web server, internet, evolution of internet, release of internet, mid-90s, that enabled a lot of enterprises to deploy ERP globally. Multinational can have a ERP system which connect all the business entities all over the world. Sitting in Mumbai, Tatas can supervise their operation all over. So, first time I was exposed to internet enabled enterprise software. Previously network enabled, ERP was there essentially because of the advancement of networking technology, computer network. Advent of computer network, distributed computing, computer network, people started creating product amenable for computer network, resulting in ERP, their SAP, Germany commanded maximum market share, but that is embodying massive understanding of human thought process. It is embodying, ERP packages are embodying, lakhs of man years. Now all of a sudden that is shifted to internet enabled. So that was a turning point. Then I realized that whenever a new technology takes birth, the business models undergo massive change, or there can be any number of new business models or revenue models. For example, this quick commerce is because of the perfect navigation technology. Advent of navigation technology, satellite enabled navigation technology, Septo kind of 10 minutes delivery, that business model, quick commerce evolved. Similarly, going forward, when AI become pervasive, cost effective, there will be numerous new business models and revenue models.
That's right, and there are so many startups right now that are also kind of building on the same principle. They're trying to create something which is cost effective, but with the power of AI advancing and trying to solve real world issues.
That's true. Especially those who are developing footprints in creating small language model or micro language model and developing competence in generative AI, specifically agentic AI, they are going to rule the roost, and massive opportunity. Even graduates without much entrepreneurial genes or instinct can also be part of numerous startups which is offering this combination, small language model and agentic AI, for starting from medium and small scale to big scale industry, standalone industry. That is massive opportunity evolving all over the world. It's not only India. India having a huge domestic market. A lot of people who is reluctant to go out can thrive here also. Those who are aspiring to go out also can offer solution to enterprises outside India also.
That's right. Perfect. Interesting. Thank you so much for sharing so much information and your journey so far. It was really insightful to understand the entire journey, the evolution of technology that you have witnessed, and now you continue to inspire other students and teachers while you're...
That's true. That's my dharma. As I grown up, after some years, I realized that my dharma is to enable the people around me, and obviously students and teachers, and the education system needs to be re-energized, reoriented. But then Indian setting, a lot of bureaucratic issues. Therefore, even though we as an institute having a lot of understanding based upon our experience, seldom we could influence the regulators and authorities governing higher education. Lot of non-value adding activities going on. Nobody benefits. Is simply increasing the entropy of the world. So, but then it's difficult to influence the educational establishment of India or the state. But then we remain focused for improving the education system, training system. We are committed to the cause of students, and moreover we experienced professional education attracts students from lower strata, middle class, lower middle class. They are with hunger in the belly. Upper middle class, upper middle class, because they are affluent, they lack hunger for, they are reluctant to learn mathematics, science. This is the phenomena is all over the world. Therefore, American establishment should realize that their economy can be supported only by Indian graduates or Chinese graduates. We are having scale. South Asian graduates are good because a lot of mathematics introduced in the school. So their analytical abilities of high order, the conceptual clarity is high order. So I still prefer conceptual clarity, theoretical rigor than hands-on teaching learning, which is happening to engage average, mediocre students in US. So our people without much understanding will keep that into pedestal, learning by doing. That is essentially, without much theoretical rigor, they are creating technician. They are not creating higher order thinking, blessed people. So this all the CEOs of developed world of Indian origin is from Indian education system, which was heavily thrived on mathematics. So mathematical experiences creates brain much more sharper, with higher conceptual clarity. They can think of new models. If you are conditioned by hands-on, learning by doing, then that growth is limited. You will be proficient in, your productivity will be high in a workplace. If you are into learning by doing, productivity is high, but your capacity to go up in the ladder will be limited.
That's right. Interesting. Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing so much information. Your journey has been so fun that you have almost got like a front seat into the technology evolving, and seeing so many students graduate. Now all of them have become parents. Now they have children, and now you've also taught those children.
That's true. Correct.
So I wanted to understand from your journey, from the early days of computing, how do you see us right now with artificial intelligence?
So I started with IBM mini computer, a central process and 4 terminal. I was exposed to Unix, and that supported compiler for COBOL, Fortran, Pascal, BASIC, and also supported spreadsheet. I was very proficient in using, we used even email between terminals, even before the advent of internet. Then all of a sudden 90s we encounter PC without hard disk, only capable of doing basic programming. Then arrived PC with 20 MB hard disk, then PC extended technology, PC XT, PC 80, 360, 386, 346, then Celeron and Duo Core, etc. So I have gone through the technology evolved, computer and software evolved in front of me. I was passionate in understanding and identifying the productive technology which needs to be integrated in technology. So I was in the forefront. I was the main person who introduced C++ much earlier than other universities, and Java, and introduced the technology-driven practices like e-commerce, e-governance in the curriculum. So I was observing the marketplace, compared to other people. I was little proactive in understanding marketplace and the possibilities in the marketplace. So instead of only relying on books and teaching them the theory, and also we should we realize that we should be discarding old subjects and introduce new market relevant subjects. Then early 90s, advent of C++, as an object oriented programming, the enterprises started building ERP. By the time technology, networking technology matured, I even taught a practicing professional who is part of the ERP project team. Then also encountered a lot of quality movements, total quality management and business process re-engineering, quality function deployment. Also re-energized the Fortune 500 companies which was sluggish, suffering from complacency because of the fortune, they amazed to re-energized. So part of that is also introduced in the curriculum. This accreditation happening in the institutes even in the developed world, is energized from this quality movement. So we judiciously, profitably used all that into curriculum. So our students are expected to better enjoy that edge over other contemporaries of that time. Then early 2016 we raised the potential of AI. So we retrained our teachers, we introduced a lot of FDP, we collaborated with other university as a lead university, university in Noida, which is sponsored by Times Group. A lot of teachers got exposed to AI, algorithm, machine learning, deep learning. So we were in the forefront in promoting and propagating the possibilities of AI. This Meta started TensorFlow in 2018. No, they started building that kind of artifacts framework long back, and even Google. So we could start our artificial intelligence data science stream in early 2020. Possibly we are one of the first to start that artificial intelligence data science. A lot of noises about extreme specialization, but then people are failing to understand that massive research projects are happening, billions of rupees are getting pumped into a lot of massive competition especially in developed world, US. Their risk capital is easily available compared to India. India is failing to create that kind of ecosystem, technology ecosystem projects, essentially because of the lack of risk capital. Even though the initial understanding is it can succeed only 10%, even then it attracts billions of dollars. That is not happening in India. Therefore, we are slow in starting. We are not the first person in the marketplace, the first mover in the marketplace. That advantage is there, but then we might be saving a lot of money because we are reluctant to fail with multiple projects. Therefore, I say our youngsters should also getting sensitized about our lack of at least one world-class product in the marketplace. We don't have a single world-class product in any of the engineering sector or any of the business segment. Even GAAP, generally accepted accounting practice, is adapted for India. Indian GAAP is evolved in US and we adopted. Now what we can say is UPI is our invention. UPI is the only world-class product or process for the global market. Otherwise, we are always playing second fiddle, third fiddle to the outside world. So there is a possibility of, as we are growing, India is becoming more affluent. The possibility of that, we also started creating some world-class product. So I exhort our graduates to understand this market phenomena, try to contribute to this evolving marketplace.
Very interesting. Yeah. And while you are motivating the students to incorporate this AI into their daily lives, what they would want to understand more from you on what specific artificial intelligence are you using and what's exciting you the most?
So we use for surveying, understanding, creating new knowledge, because language models are trained with all the information available in the marketplace. Only skewness is American language models are essentially trained on American and West European database. Therefore, the outcomes show some bias towards them. So that many times defies the Indian way of understanding, Indian ethos. Therefore, government of India is now bothering about sovereign AI. We are bound to or committed to create sovereign AI language models and similar artifacts. And we, as an institute, is heavily leveraging these Gen AI tools even for research, because nothing great about reinventing the wheel. If somebody, so we don't discourage our students, undergraduate and postgraduate students, or for PhD students, they are allowed, they are prompted, provoked to use this, but then they should understand, they should internalize. It's not simply reflecting what is available. No, therefore, we are making it a point to thoroughly grill, screen the student orally. Otherwise, no, they will be happy. No point in giving assignment. So we need to modify the pedagogy also. So we don't now thrive on giving assignment. We'll be engaging students orally. So that reflects their internalization. So that provoke them to internalize what they learn and add value to that. So existing knowledge should be improved upon. So nothing great about building knowledge from the first principle. It is available with all majority of the language models. As it is also evolving. It becomes more and more intelligent, more and more accurate. We experienced stochastic parroting and hallucination. Now, when we use these artifacts, then we are getting fairly good outcomes, and it also saves a lot of typing. So get the output, content from any of the engine and modify this. Similarly, but then we realize that there are language models and tools which is generating impeccable, especially cloud, what are that, 5. That is also giving impeccable code, but that doesn't mean that we should stop teaching.
Correct.
Teaching is one thing, and getting outcomes and solutions different thing. 4 years of engagement, we are bound to strengthen the mental faculty of the students involved. So teaching program is essential, quite essential. It massively add value to the engineering graduates. But then some people get swayed by, carried away by saying, there are tools available which can generate the impeccable code. Now, the problem is what? Impeccable code is also inefficient. It consumes more, it is lacking time complexity. It is of high time complexity and high space complexity. So, if you are creating some solution for edge devices, instantaneous outcomes analysis need to still develop from the scratch. But then, starting from Visual Basic era, now Microsoft introduced Visual Basic, Visual C, lot of visuals. You click and drop. That improve the productivity of the software development. But that software generated is massively inefficient. But these computer companies, hardware companies also on the toe and created matching hardware of higher clock speed. So the inefficiency of production is also addressed by hardware revolution, hardware enhancement. So this all happens side by side, but then we are bound to train our students capable of coping with similar advancement or part of this journey, the developing journey. Now we are experiencing massive disruption, massive accelerated development in AI related subject matter. We should not be sitting back and getting amused. We should be understanding, integrating newer way of engaging students and helping them to develop contemporary competence required for the marketplace.
Rightly said. It's very interesting that every generation right now, whichever generation it may be, has something to do with technology, and they are always coping up with something new. For people that started off in 1990s and 2000s were coping up with the new age of computers. Then they are coping up with new age of these websites coming up and the desktop interface moving from actual coding to an actual GUI now. And now we have artificial intelligence. So I wanted to understand from you, since you are constantly teaching students, how do you see the new age students right now coping with technology in comparison to the students that were coping back then?
Students are capable of grasping new things. Only thing is the person who is engaging them should be resourceful. He should be knowledgeable. He should be passionate. Otherwise, I don't differentiate between the people of foregone era and the current student. They are receptive for new understanding, independent of the classification Gen Z, Alpha. I don't see that difference at all. That is many times an excuse because you are not gearing up. Say every educator, teacher should be evolving, constantly evolving to understand new thing, and they should be passionate enough to let the student to grab new problem solving strategies, new technologies, new marketplace. If that happens, there is no differentiation. Students are students capable of grasping. I understand that these people are blessed with the massive ability to learn new things. The only thing is the teacher, the mentor needs to be equipped appropriately.
Correct. And from all the changes that you have seen until now, what is that one change in technology that has surprised you the most?
Surprised me is the evolution of AI. I even commented in Twitter, it is a high rated technology. It's not that, because I was involved in teaching AI, introducing AI in the curriculum from early 2000. We introduced AI, mixture of Lisp, expert systems, lot of natural language processing, the mixture of all this, all neural network, fuzzy systems, but then no way to practice it, no way to productivize this understanding. All of a sudden, NVIDIA provided all the possible chips available. No? NVIDIA enabled even the normal single user with a laptop to practice machine learning, practice deep learning. So that was a revolution. AI is of this kind now essentially because of NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the only reason for AI boom now. Now moreover, NVIDIA reached 5 trillion value. Market capitalization of NVIDIA is 5 trillion. Outsmarted IBM, Microsoft and Apple. Now recently Apple outsmarted now had gone above NVIDIA, but NVIDIA is the main reason, and moreover, and NVIDIA is not an AI company. NVIDIA is a chip company, but they got the maximum of AI. No? It's very similar to, I used to say, gold rush in 1856 or 54 in California. A lot of people rushed to take the share of the fortune, but then at the end of the gold rush, the company which provided earth moving equipment, they benefited more. So now this AI era is not the AI company is going to benefit maximum, it is going to be those who are organizing data center. No? Those who are offering the chips, appropriate chips. As time progresses, you will get more and more capable chips. They are going to benefit. Therefore, or the entrepreneurs which is offering solutions, AI solutions to plethora of millions of enterprises all over the world. No? Even small and medium scale. I said, small language model, micro language model and agentic AI. So this is going to rule the roost. Need not be the Amazons or Google or OpenAI is going to gain the maximum. They also gain, but a lot of other players will gain the maximum.
Very interesting. Very interesting take on technology that I've never heard. So thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah. So sir, there's so much happening in the college. Everyone's worried. Students are worried. Teachers are worried. The parents are worried because it's the admission season. So you see these admission seasons every year.
Yes,
You see a
correct.
lot of students coming to you for guidance. I wanted to ask you, how would you guide a student coming to you into choosing what branch the person should go into, and how should they think about their career?
Say, they should give the highest priority to the segment and branch which can help them to get into a higher marketplace. If a segment is evolving fast and creating wealth and value for the country and the enterprise, they should go for that. Especially this point of time, AI companies and the AI sector is growing massively. It is going to grow at least 20%, 25% for another 10 years. So that kind of marketplace, people should select any of the three, IT, computer engineering or AI. AI, the student will be fortunate to understand new problem solving strategies, new approaches, coming from the labs, coming from research. The city bred should not compromise on that. That is going to give a kick, intellectual satisfaction. Intellectual ego will be satisfied if they learn AI algorithms. So nobody prevent other branches to integrate some of the AI subject, but then AI students will be oriented differently compared to IT and computer. But then market opportunity will be same for all, except that AI student will be getting some advantage because majority of the enterprise in India is realizing the potential of AI integration. A lot of enterprises are vying for agentic AI solution, Therefore, their first preference will be students from AI because they oriented over a period of time. They are thinking slightly differently from computer and IT. And a lot of still opportunity for computer IT, not only in the country, but also outside. Because we are the only English speaking enterprise in the country with this scale of students. The whole world is relying on Indian graduates. They can also get people from China, but then China having a full grown domestic marketplace. So that is absorbing majority of their graduates. So India, independent of the Trump administration's understanding of marketplace, immigration policy, etc. But obviously in the short run it will fail, and the whole thing will be normalized thereafter. No enterprise in the world can live without Indian graduates, Indian capital, human capital to survive and thrive in the marketplace. Because we are having the number, we are having English education, and we are analytically sound thanks to a lot of mathematics in schools. So that will take us to a different level. So a lot of opportunity for this. Now about chemical engineering, a lot of, as industry grows, economy of the country grows, we need to have more graduates in chemical engineering because a lot of new production facilities are getting created in pharmacy, in petrochemical, in specialty chemicals, in fertilizer. Lot of new enterprises, new factories, but limited people available for. Now we are the cusp of introducing, the whole world is the cusp of introducing 6G and 6.5G. A lot of research, a lot of funding in research in EXTs, electronics and communication, because India is offering cost arbitrage. American investors, global investors are coming to India for chip manufacturing. We are collaborating with Taiwan or South Korea, or for that matter Japan. So that is going to be a revolution in India. Another 5 to 10 years, chip manufacturing will be of highest order. Like what happened to IT companies, the chip manufacturing companies will offer a lot of value proposition for graduates. So the ultimate advice will be, if you are mathematically inclined, oriented, if you enjoy mathematics, go for artificial intelligence, computer engineering, IT. for that matter, even electronics and communication need to have a lot of mathematical understanding. But so how a signal get amplified in a transistor? So what happens to a triode, simple triode or diode? You know, what is the electronic manipulation happens there? If you are interested, keen on understanding that, then go for electronics and communication. If you enjoy chemistry, organic chemistry, synthetic chemistry, no, then go for chemistry. So the only difference is the starting conversation is varying, but you are going to have 40 years of career. Therefore, even if you are getting 5 good years in your 40-year career, you are making fortune. So don't get bogged down by initial salary. No scope for any inferiority, superiority. If somebody start with higher, they are bound to be decelerated. At the end, everybody at the end of the 15 year, almost everybody will be in the same scale. So you go by your internal calling, intrinsic, your body rhythm. You are having a rhythm. If the subject matter is also aligning with that rhythm, choose that. And also choose a engineering college or a professional college which is democratic, which treat you like a human being, human capital, then go for that. Select that kind of engineering college. In addition to, and sometimes you can compromise engineering colleges for your intrinsic calling, internal calling, give priority to the branch of study, then the college.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And just so nice to actually hear from you, because I myself, I've graduated from Thadomal Shahani Engineering College, got a placement here, so I kind of relate to everything that you're saying. But I keep wondering, with the new age of AI happening, how do you see the placements from Thadomal Shahani Engineering College transform in the next few years?
See, currently there is not much buoyancy in the marketplace. Economy is not faring that well. So the placement is also a function of economy, state of economy. Now enterprises are started understanding AI. Majority of enterprises are trying to build some kind of AI, and they wanted to make their systems more intelligent. One way is create an intelligent module, and through middleware energize and make legacy system more intelligent, cost effective. Other option is revamp the existing legacy system and start from scratch. Therefore, the new age companies are looking for AI students, proficient in AI, who are enthusiastic in understanding and implementing, deploying AI. So we are also teaching our students the complexity of deployment. The biggest issue is not developing a solution. The biggest issue anywhere is deployment. Deployment is more costlier than the development. The licensing will be the fees will be limited compared to the cost involved in deployment. So we also sensitize them and introducing them to some kind of deployment strategies. Obviously it is going to be a little theoretical, but they are getting sensitized well in advance that integrating solution is not that easy. It's time consuming, lot of cost involved. Also lot of opportunity now for making wealth and value for your enterprise. Chemical engineering graduates also getting placement, and electronics and communication students also getting placed in IT knowledge economy. But then students are focusing on keen on getting into their core area. But then the new phenomenon is GCC. All behemoths, industrial business behemoths are putting GCCs in India, essentially because India as a destination is offering cost and quality arbitrage. Lot of people, lot of intelligent graduates for low cost. Therefore, all the GCCs are coming to India, absorbing lot of graduates from Thadomal, including investment bankers. For even in investment banker, they are having GCC.
That's right. And for the students that are currently there are students that are currently in placement opportunities. There are some students that are so excited about technology that they want to create something of their own. They want to delve into the world of startups and build companies of their own. What kind of guidance do you have for those students?
So, creating agentic solution, agentic AI agents, that is essentially autonomous. If you develop proficiency in that and offer cost arbitrage, compared to US companies are there, behemoths are there offering solution, but that is, if you can offer 1/100th of that cost, you are going to gain a lot. Without much entrepreneurial instinct, the low hanging, if you develop competency in creating small language model and agentic AI agents, so without much background, without much deep pockets, without much finance from entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, majority of our students can start their own, because massive marketplace, massive market opportunities, billions of enterprises aspiring to have this facility, seize the opportunity. Lot of other opportunities in other places also, but then AI, this is going to be like Y2K. Y2K, we made lot of wealth out of US. Indian companies thrived on that. Low value, high volume. Same thing can happen here. Same thing can get replicated here. But see the opportunity.
Correct.
We as a youngster, I failed to develop productive ability in database. I got exposed to database 3, Fox 4, etc. But I could have offered a solution to a lot of people. But I lost out because we were not guided properly. Nobody to guide. But if I look back, I could have competed with the Narayan Murthy kind of people. Seriously. But then we lost a lot of understanding of the marketplace and the organization of business, etc. But then it's a low hanging fruit for everybody to grab. Need not be only AI student. The other student can learn AI, develop conceptual clarity of AI, develop proficiency in developing agentic AI, understand lot of frameworks available, thrive on the Chinese offering on Kimi, K3, even DeepSeek, lot of open source available, open weight and open source, both are available. Get familiar with that, download. You can retrain there are open source language models, download and retrain with your contemporary data. You can offer solutions, lot of possibility. If you decide to be part of a startup, 3-4 people can come together, do it without much deep pocket, without much help of venture capitalists. That is very much possible now. For the first time, last 3-4 years, these possibilities risen massively, disproportionately. Now you have to grab the opportunity. I exhort our people to do this.
Very interesting and motivational for students that are learning the new age of technology to actually put their hands on and kind of start developing, start building their own businesses. While there are students like this, there are also a lot of talent that we see at Thadomal Shahani Engineering College, where they have their foundations well built here and then they go ahead to pursue foreign education. What sentiment do you have for this?
So here consciously last 10 years we cut down on other extracurricular activities and placed a hackathon at the center of the dynamics of this college. There for the first time students are exposed to understanding the functional area. So that was downplayed. People were always working on scoring high, performing examination. For the first time we nudged them, push them towards understanding problem definitions and offer solutions. So the hackathon culture is growing here. So we as an institute is offering 6-7 hackathons every year, multiple semester, and going out, our teams are going out and winning all India level. First time people are more productive. Those who are coming for recruitment, they figure out immediately. These people are more productive. We can be confident of these people. Even before hackathon, we declared that our core competency as an institute needs to be in coding. Conversion of physical problem logic, problem definition, that should be coded. That is but limited, one dimensional. Only one mental faculty getting strengthened. But hackathon is also strengthening your capacity to remain focused for say 48 hours, 72 hours. And in between you can join Coursera, understand a new topic, take a course in new topic. While hackathon on, you take a course in Coursera or Udacity and offer solutions. So multiple mental faculties are getting strengthened through hackathon. Problem definition, understanding problems, patience to sit for long hours, developing code spanning 10,000 lines for first time. Otherwise, the first year level we will be exposing them to only maximum 100 lines. Starting with 10 lines and towards the end of the semester might be exposed to 100 lines. Now, hackathon, they are creating 10,000 lines, 20,000 lines. So that is making them more realistic, more confident of reality, and they are confidently facing the recruiting agency. Therefore, and we also impress upon them the value of emotional quotient. So remove your opportunistic behavior, because the person sitting across will figure out easily. So try to have very good emotional quotient. Also try to improve, develop some level of spiritual quotient, because you should not be confused why I am here, what is the purpose of my life. So we are also now pushing people to understand that aspect also. So therefore, graduates coming out of our college, and there is no exploitative measures. We take only one-time fee. Thereafter, there is no fine, never ever. They commit mistake, we treat them as boys are boys, girls are girls. They are bound to commit mistakes, and this we don't fine. No intention to exploit them through other means. Therefore, our collective consciousness of the Thadomal is much higher than majority of other institutes, because we are realistic about a lot of things. We understand marketplace, majority of the college. We are having a cell here to understand how market is performing, what are the new technology getting released. So that is getting directly getting conveyed. Our everyday discourse will incorporate that kind of things. So therefore, at the end of 4 year, graduate coming out, the graduate may not be realizing, but graduate coming out of Thadomal will be different, more amenable. Truly we can call them intellectual capital. So originally also we declared that we are bound to offer supply chain of human capital. No other string attached. Simple. We as an engineering college is supposed to offer a supply chain of human capital for knowledge economy, Indian economy, for global marketplace. So people are nomadic in nature. Some people will be intrinsically motivated to cross the border and work some other geography. That is perfectly all right. So we promote this. We are realistic. We promote all this. So we don't dilute the rigor involved. The engagement should be productive, positive.
Okay.
So that is happening. Therefore, our placement etc. is very good. So all over the country, people should be organized themselves to create intellectual capital. It's not helping them to. The problem with majority of the institutes are they are thriving on conducting examination, evaluation, failing, passing, thriving on this, adding one paragraph, one module more to a syllabus, or reducting, and busy in deciding how many hours for each module. This should be in school level. Academic council discussing how many marks, how many hours for each module. Ridiculous. The higher education is lecturing, it's not teaching. School, it is teaching. You are essentially expected to modify the cerebral system of the student involved. The attitude, the behavior. But a lot of people are missing the woods for trees, that kind of scenario.
Very interesting. So from everything that you shared, it gives me an idea that irrespective of whichever field the person wants to go in, they want to either go for placements, they either want to create their own businesses, or they actually want to go pursue for further education. The end goal that this college specifically has is to have a person that is well versed in all fields of technology and is ready to lead on their life in any way that they want to.
Perfect,
function.
that's correct.
Perfect. Very nice.
They should not lose out in living. Everybody need not climb Everest. I say, if it is inner calling, you go. Otherwise, don't try to imitate. You also should not miss your life. Life is for living. That is the fundamental thing for every graduate. And obviously, you should thrive on wealth creation, value creation for you, for your family, and for the country.
Correct.
No negotiation about that. No. So we foresee more and more productive students and enriching our economy, enriching our business, because we are in the almost peaking the life cycle. India as a country is legal, so we are also expected to contribute to that system, supply chain, where we seriously contribute to the development of growth of Indian economy. So no room for any rest also. Whoever remain focused, graduates, even after graduation, whoever remain focused for some time is going to gain a lot. Sky is the limit for them. They are going to be blessed. If they are getting distracted by a lot of things, then we should not be blamed. So we are giving sufficient warning. We are sensitizing them. We are exhorting them to be positive, contribute to the country, for the family, for the organization where you belong. I think majority of the people will accept that. They'll behave that way.
Okay, so sir, all the discussions that we have had has kind of completely tied onto this very important topic, and this is the news that everyone has been waiting to hear. So we have heard that Thadomal Shahani Engineering College is going to be a constituent of the HSNC group. I wanted to hear it from you. How does this look? What is this about? Please share with our audience.
So we are liberated from the tyranny of a mammoth university called Mumbai University. It was evolved over a period of centuries, catering to the lowest common factor of the society. But being a city college, we are having different compulsions. So we are expected to enjoy the newfound freedom and leverage that freedom into more productive activities and productive way of engaging students, build value proposition for the marketplace, value proposition for the vendors, value proposition for the industry. So we are committed to do that. We will be free to choose our curriculum, design the curriculum, our evaluation system. We are keeping eye of the modern behavioral science, cognitive load theories. Therefore, we are now free to decide even the evaluation procedure, which will be more active, more realistic. That evaluation can be used by various stakeholders, including recruiters, who can afford to have a very rational judgment of the candidate in front of them. And because we are alone in the university as an engineering college, we are at liberty to change the curriculum and syllabus frequently as market evolves, research evolves. We are expected to keep track of all this and incorporate contemporary topics and subjects in the curriculum, and thereby enriching the lives of graduates coming out of the institute. Even admission will be, going forward, the admission can be independent of the current stipulations and straitjacketing by Admission Authority of Maharashtra fees regulating authority. We'll explore all that possibility. We'll explore being little more autonomous in the marketplace, educational marketplace, which is offering a disproportionate value compared to the amount they pay for their professional education.
Interesting. And you are currently at the forefront of this change happening. Personally for you, what excites you the most? What is something that you want to feel about this change?
So we are liberated, as I said, liberated from University of Mumbai. They are having their own compulsion, but we cannot wait for regrouping, transcending to a new avatar, which is keeping the student at the center. We are fortunate to have our trustees, Dr. Dirajan Hirandani and Dr. Advocate D.M. Harish and other trustees. We are much more responsible for the running of the university and the college because the whole world is eager to understand the way we conduct our new business process, new way of engaging students and engaging the students in the higher education. The higher education is very serious in the life of a country, a nation. The stability, the structural stability of the country is heavily relying on these graduates coming out of higher education, who are all expected to man different organs of the state and also industry. So we are responsible. We are more conscious and responsible for the new age freedom, newfound freedom and liberty.
And what does this new age freedom reflect in terms of students? What are they supposed to anticipate from this?
Student can expect everything in time. No, they need not bother about the delayed result, delayed examinations and slightly outdated curriculum. So in a way the biggest beneficiaries are going to be the students because everything will be just in time. We will be completing all the process at the minimum possible time allotted for the same. So that cannot happen with a big university.
Interesting. And with so much more control over the curriculum, about the teaching style, about how to function further, how is Thadomal Shahani Engineering College right now shaping its course to meet and match the industry standards for higher education, for education to pursue different careers?
So we are also understanding the pitfalls of being liberated and enjoying the newfound freedom, but we cannot afford to be complacent. So we have to remain on the toe. We have to keep or slightly improve the rigor involved in teaching learning. Lot of autonomous colleges are failing massively. Even recruiters are coming and saying, so your graduates are getting, now we are offering 20 lakhs and other popular colleges around will be offering only 10 lakhs because they are autonomous for years together. Lot of complacency, the rigor came down, the rigor of examination came down, the now autonomous colleges, students decide when to pass. So the mental faculty which needs to be trained, retrained is getting diluted. So almost majority of the graduates are coming out of the autonomous colleges without much change and addition of value. So 12th standard student undergoing some process in autonomous colleges coming out without much modification of their mental model. So that is a troublesome aspect. Therefore, we are very much careful about not losing track and remain focused for our stated objective of engaging students productively. That's the only botheration. So over a period of time we need to remain focused and verify whether that is happening in time or not. So we are bound to measure all the outcomes. Every semester we'll measure the outcomes and we'll heavily relying on the feedback. And obviously all this is getting energized by our a cell constituted for understanding marketplace. So measurement, feedback and the input from the cell which is giving input of market aspirations and market dynamics will keep us in good state as time progress.
Interesting. And there are so many students that are hearing this and kind of looking for motivation. I would request you to please share your guidance and something that the student should be careful of moving forward in the new age of technology.
So the biggest advice is what? Don't hear too much of from your peer group. Don't get carried away by peer group. Heavily relying on seniors, parents and elders. No compromise on ignoring elders. Go by elders. You hear your peer group, but they don't have much experience and insight of life and profession. Second, you improve your capacity to be in a group, collaborative. You should thrive in a collaborative effort, collaborative projects. Moreover, industry need graduates who are good in engaging clients, customer. You are bound to sell your product. You as a product, sell your product from your enterprise or your process. Technology product, technology driven process. So develop that, understand the dynamics of sales. You need not be a salesperson, but when you communicate with your client, that should come forward. That should be there in, you have to wear it on the sleeve. So understand the dynamics of marketing, sales and customer engagement. So don't shy of this. So improve your communication skill. You are expected to develop a lot of empathy, your emotional quotient, sympathy, empathy. When you speak, people should feel that you are trustworthy. So if at all you are having opportunistic instincts built over a time by the influence of a lot of other people, try to eliminate that. Try to remove that from your psyche. And moreover, one more thing is you don't get distracted by social media. American enterprises are thriving on addictive technology. A lot of social media is addictive. You are losing valuable time. You should create that kind of technology. You make other people addicted. Don't subject yourself to this addictive technology. So there is a trade-off between not exposed to social media and getting addicted to social media. Take a serious call, remain sensitized about this pitfall and try to make your life more productive, more peaceful and try to have a good life ahead. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Manav, you are wonderful. You are evolving as a professional both at your workplace and also outside. Good job. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really nice. Thank you for this insightful conversation. Thank you for showing us the entire journey of how you started, the transformation you've seen, the kind of students and the future that they hold, and then also how this change or this freedom to draft the right narrative, the right direction for education is all. And you are
we are expected to push our narrative actually. We have to build a narrative for the benefit of everybody. It's not only for our college, yes. Because a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of myth, lot of non-value, as at the beginning, non-value activities in the field of higher education. So all that needs to be removed. We are expected to set the narrative and help others also. Not only our college, a lot of other neutral people. If somebody is with agenda, no, so we cannot help. But if somebody is open, they can energize from our discourses happening inside and outside. Thank you very much.
Correct. Yeah. Yes, and to everyone watching, Thank you so much for giving it your very valuable time. I hope that you've learned a lot and grasped concepts that you can think, get a lot of guidance out of this video. And stay tuned for all of the amazing updates, the changes that the future holds for you. Thank you.